One of the EMS workers accused of first-degree murder is getting her bond refunded to her. Peggy Finley and her co-defendant Peter Cadigan are accused of strapping Earl Moore Jr. face down on a stretcher. In June, Peggy Finley was released after posting a $60,000 bond, and now, since the end-of-cash bail went into effect, the court has ordered her release is now subject to the Safety Act, and her bond will be refunded. And our Julia Rosier has more today on why her bond is being refunded now and how that process works under the new Illinois law.
After months of being out on bond, one of the EMS workers accused of first-degree murder is having her conditions changed, including a refund of her bond. In June, Peggy Finley was released from the Sangamon County Jail after posting a $60,000 bond.
Defendant can choose to operate under the old law, where they can post money and get out, or file a petition to be looked at under the new law.
Earlier this month, Finley's attorney requested a refund of her bond and for her release to be pursuant to the Safety Act. Court documents say the reason for filing this order comes after her co-defendant, Peter Cadigan, was released on the Safety Act in October.
The parties entered an agreed order, which in essence said that Peggy Finley's orders of conditions would be switched over under the Safety Act, which obviated the need for any cash bond.
Hankins says the law allows Finley to be able to be released on pretrial release conditions. He says since her conditions have been changed to the Safety Act, her bond can be refunded.
And the difference being that now there's no reason for cash. So because of that, her bond was exonerated, which is the legal term for what happens in situations where bonds posted and it is either no longer necessary. And that can happen during the pendency of a case, and that's what happened here.
Both Hankin and Millhiser say the new system under the Safety Act can still be confusing.
We have had other defendants do that. So that's up to that defendant and their attorney discussing whether it makes sense for them to file a motion to do it.
Thank you, Julia. Officials say even though bond can be refunded, vital services like the jail and the clerk's office are not affected. That is ultimately up to the judge to decide if the bond can be refunded and if a defendant could change the condition of their pretrial release.
Both Peggy Finley and Peter Cadigan will be back in the courtroom on January 29th.